All right, new topic for today, net worth. This is actually a little bit of an easier concept. The last couple lessons have been a bit of a heavy lifting, feel kind of uh, complex and difficult questions. These are not difficult. The idea of what is net worth and the idea of a debt to equity ratio. So when you go to a financial advisor, one of the first calculations the advisor will do is your net worth statement. This provides a snapshot of your financial situation. Okay, it becomes the benchmark from which decisions are made and goals monitored. Net worth, which is synonymous with equity, so it's what you have sort of accumulated, is the difference between the value of your assets, what you own, and the value of your liabilities, what you owe. All right, so that you might want to put that in your cheat sheet just so you always know what it is. Okay, your debt equity ratio, which is not supposed to be more than 50%, gives the percentage showing how much of your assets are actually not yet paid for. Okay, so let's quickly talk about some of these words. Assets. Assets are things that you own. If they are liquid, they can be turned quickly into cash. Okay, things like money in a bank account. All right. Semi-liquid assets are things that you could get money for, but might take a little longer. Okay, if you look at some examples there, stocks, RSPs, that's a retirement savings plan. Some real estate's maybe a cottage, not where you live, because that's going to take a lot more planning. And pension plans. Non-liquid assets are items which you sell in the open market and may not in fact sell for a long time. Okay, things like homes, cars, boats. It might take you a while to get rid of some of those things. All right. Short-term debts, they are things that are supposed to be paid off in the next 12 months, things like credit card balances. Long-term debts, those are mostly like mortgages or car loans. Okay, let's take a look at an example here. We're just going to do one example, and then you can try the rest on your own. So there's a long paragraph here, and what we need to do is figure out what are the assets. In other words, what do I own? And what are my liabilities? And so my advice to you is just to go through the paragraph and put them in either one or the other column. Okay, so single woman, 20 years old, she would like to assess her financial status. She lives in a home where there is a current mortgage outstanding of $62,000. This means she owes $62,000. This is the mortgage. Okay. She has $4,600 in a savings account. So this is savings. And mutual funds totaling $21,500. So that's a mutual fund. She has a car valued at $16,000. And there's an outstanding 2-year loan of $9,600 on it. So that's money I owe. So you can see these are actually both related, right? I mean, the cars were $16,000, but I owe still $9,600 on it. Okay. Mona has a life insurance policy that has a cash surrender, so she can give it up, and she would collect $5,300 on it. So that's a life insurance policy. She has been buying RSPs, and they have a worth of $9,450. And she has a current credit card debt of $2,554. So put credit card. And a loan on some furniture for $3,015. By the way, I'm putting negatives there. You don't have to, because you're just going to add these all up. Okay, Mona also contributes to Canada Savings Bond, now valued at $1,800. And her home is worth $93,000. So don't forget, she's got a mortgage left on it, but those will cancel out. So let's add this up. So assets, in other words, things that she owns, $151,000. Liabilities, if I add this up, $77,169. Not very complicated to do that. Okay? So, a couple of things we need to figure out now. What is the net worth? All right, net worth is assets subtract liabilities. So, pretty simple math, we just have to subtract. And the net worth turns out to be $74,481. Seems like that's pretty good. She's worth more than she owes. Okay, so that's the first question you might be asked. What's her net worth? Then you also might be asked the debt to equity ratio. Okay, debt to equity ratio is the liabilities, and I would put this on my cheat sheet, liabilities, take away the mortgage, divided by your net worth. And then we're going to multiply that by 100 to make it a percent. Okay, so her liabilities were $77,169. The mortgage is $62,000. The net worth is $74,481. We're going to multiply that by 100. And what do we get? 20.37%. All right, so that's pretty good. What is her debt to equity ratio? It's 20.37. This is less than 50%. 50% is kind of like the line between good and bad, I guess, even though it's not quite that simple. But 20% is good. It's well below 50%. Okay, so two pretty simple concepts there. Go ahead and you can do this sheet here for homework. I think that's all I'm going to give you. Just want to double check here. Yeah. So you can do this worksheet. All right, and we will do this lesson next time.